Welcome to the farm.
Welcome back to the farm. Today we're back out in the barn, hopefully gonna finish up our lighting upgrade, or at the very least get the new lights burning, and if I have to demo out the old stuff after, I can, but I'm really hoping we can get it all done today. Before we get started on that, we've been doing this now for, well, the YouTube channel, we've been doing it now for about 3 months, and I thought I'd take a minute to just kind of introduce myself and talk about what we're doing here on the channel. We do have a video, Who is Just Caids Day Farm, that talks a little bit about that, but I thought I'd do a little bit in this video too. So my name is Justin, and we have a little 4-acre homestead farm, we call it, and we are working on basically growing our own food, our own meat, and trying to do it as less impact as possible, you know, growing organic and that kind of thing. Right now, all our videos have been kind of geared towards working in the shop and just doing kind of projects. It's obviously middle of winter, as you can see my breath. I had the heater running in the barn. It's only 33 degrees in here, and with the heater off now, it's gonna drop quick. But some of the things we're gonna look forward to, once the lighting upgrade's done, I got another implement build that I'm hoping will turn out, and we're gonna be starting that soon. Maple syrup season's right on the corner, so we're gonna start doing our maple syrup, tapping trees. Dana and Cadence will start getting more involved in that kind of stuff, and pretty soon we'll start working on, Dana will start working on getting the garden stuff ready, seedling stuff, that kind of thing. So that's some of the stuff we got to look forward to, and then spring we'll start getting some more animals and doing more with the animals and more of those kind of projects. So we're really excited to get into that, and we really appreciate y'all watching. Let's get on with the lighting upgrade. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to assemble all my outlets that are going to go up in the ceiling. It's just going to be easier to do in the ground here, get everything assembled with tails off the outlets. Then when I go to put them in, all I have to do is splice and then screw the plate in. Everything else will be assembled. It'll just be easier that way. So some of these lights, some of these boxes are going to have 2 separate switches on them, like the purple and the red. So the first thing I need to do is on the hot side of the outlet, the brass side, there's this little tab right here. If I break that tab out of the outlet, I can then separate the 2 halves of the outlet, and I can then run it off of 2 separate switches. So now if I bring one to here and one to here, I can switch each side of the outlet separately. I keep this one together, so I just have one white wire. And then what I'm going to do, because I have outlets that don't have clamps, and I'm using a stranded wire, if I were to use a solid wire, I'd be able to just take the wire, loop it around the screw, and tighten the screw down. But since I have stranded wire, can't really do that. And I don't have clamps like this one does, so I could just, in this case with the switch, I'll be able to just strip the wire, put it underneath there, screw the screw down, and the clamp will pinch the wire. So I don't have that here, so what I'll do is I'll end up crimping on a fork. So I just strip the end of the wire a little bit, slide the fork on, take my crimper, and crimp it down. Now I can just take that, slide it right over the screw, and tighten it down. And now I have a nice, secure, legal installation. So I'll just do that with another 3 wires. Got all the wires on. Next thing I need to do is install it in the plate. So what I need to do is first remove these ears off the outlet so it'll fit inside the plate. Next, I pull the screws out of the outlet. And then take my cover, slide it over the outlet. Cover comes with screws and nuts. I like to not use the flathead ones. I like to use the Phillips ones. It's just easier to install, the ones that came with the outlet. Slide it through the hole, place the nut in the back, hold the nut with my finger, tighten it down, and do the same thing on the bottom. And then this is ready to install. So with my switching map, I have to make 3 of the split ones with the pink and the purple. I need to make 1 with just purple, 2 with just red, and 3 with blue. So I'll get those knocked out, and I'll catch you when I'm done. Got all my outlets assembled, ready to go in. Got my 3 pink and purples, my 1 purple, 2 red. I'm supposed to have 3 blue, but I only have 1 because I didn't have any extra outlets. So when I take the ones down that are existing now, I'll just have to steal 2 of those and put them in later. So now we can work on getting those up in the air. Alright, so what I start doing is I take all my wires and I get them all cut to the same length. So it just makes it easier to tie everything in. And then I can strip all these. I take my outlet, strip all those wires. And then I can splice them all out. Always starting with your ground, then your neutral. Since I'm using my conduit and boxes as my ground, I don't have a ground in here. But do my neutral or my white first. And then I can do my hots. Alright, then I can remove the screws in the box. Tuck the wires in. I need purple on this side, like that. And then I can put the screws back in. And that one is ready to go. I'm gonna get the rest of the outlets installed, and then I will be back when it's time for switches. So I got all the outlets in that I had made up. I got 2 more to do, and I'll get those once I shut down and go to swap over. So the next thing I want to do is work on my switches down on this end and show you that. The first thing I need to do is add onto my black wire here, my feeds. I got to get 1 down to this lower box. Then I got to have 2 tails coming out for my switches, my 2 switches in this box. So the next thing I need to do is for my single switches, I don't have the clamps on these outlets or the switches like I do on the 3-ways here. So I'll have to put crimps on 4 of these wires sticking out of here. And the last two, I just need to strip. Or last three, sorry. And then I just screw the forks on like I did with the outlets. And then, like I said, my three-way switch has clamps. So my feed wire goes on the copper, or on some three-way switches they have a black screw. And then my two travelers go on the brass screws. It does not matter which one goes to which screw on a three-way. And there we are, switches are wired. So now what I need to do is install my two plates. The reason I have two boxes is with this particular setup, I can only get two switches next to each other in a four square, and I have three switches. So I need to put my other one down here. And the process is pretty much the same. Pull the screws out. Take the ears off. And then screw the plate on. And that's the switching on this side done. So now I just have to go over to the other side of the barn and do my other three-way. For this other three-way, it's basically the same process as the other one. The only difference is instead of having a feed, I have my switch leg on this side. So in this one, we strip 3 wires. And then your purple switch leg will go to your copper or black screw. And then again, your 2 travelers or blues will go to the 2 brass screws. And it does not matter which one they go to. So now that the switches are done, we need to get down from this box down to the panel, get that ready to tie in, and then it'll be turn off the lights, switch over the last 2 outlets, and get these babies burning. So now I got my wires into my panel. I'm at the point now where I need to turn off the old lights, put in my 2 outlets, tie this on with the breaker, and we're ready to see the light. I'm not going to record any of that because obviously it's going to be dark. Video's just not going to be good. So I will see you for testing. Well, time has come. I hope you guys are excited as I am. I cannot wait to see what this looks like. I got the last 2 outlets in. I got the wires tied into the panel. I even got the other wires for that power stuff that I still got to pull. I even got that ripped out. I got all the lights moved over to the new outlets. Pretty sure I'll go back and double check before I turn them on. But let's get you guys set up so we can. I gotta say, I am ecstatic. This is a huge improvement over what it was. Really, really happy. Even back over here by the shelves, really, really nice and lit up. The only kind of dark spot I have, which I'm not overly concerned about, is kind of right here in these cabinets. Probably doesn't show up very well on the video, but it's a little dark right here. But I don't think that's an issue. All it is some tools. I just reach in and grab them. As long as I can see inside there, I'm fine. But I am so happy. So all I got left to do now is demo out the old stuff. I got to move that one fixture right there behind the staircase once I get that box moved out of the way. And I need to pull for my power right here and demo out all that stuff. So not too much more, but I think that's where I'm going to call this one, and I will do the rest of this off screen. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. I got a pretty cool project coming up next, which will actually probably be the next video. So thank you again so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.